Peace, everybody. How's your weekend going? Mine's okay, not bad. It rained this morning, actually started last night through the evening or early morning. I don't know. I slept kind of good. I've taken that MSM for a couple days now with vitamin C, which I'm allergic to, but I cut down the dose because it helps build up your immunity and helps the uh, sulfur drug. Well, it's not a drug; it's a natural thing. It's as soluble to your body as water is, and it's in all kinds of foods. So anyway, couple days now, and uh, I have to really read more up on it. Doug had sent. I was telling you that 13-page document. Well, I didn't feel like reading it yesterday, and then I tried to see if I could make my computer read it because I used to have my last computer would read audio, but on this new one I couldn't find it, and it's like I could look it all up and everything, but I tried a few different things, and then by the time I did that, it's like dang, I could have read the 13 pages, but I've just read so much, and it does sort of puts a strain on my eye that I've had injured. I've had my eyes injured, but I think oh, I don't know. I can't prove it, but anyway, I've had my eyes injured before. But they've healed for the most part, except I have a spot of scar tissue on this right here. So um doesn't matter because I have really great peripheral vision anyway. I think God just made my eyes like that so I can see almost in the back of my head in case somebody's trying to get me like they have often. So that's kind of funny in a way. you know. Oh, well. I was thinking about something last night, and I've thought this many, many times, and I'm sure uh, probably, I would say at least 50% of the mothers out there would agree with this. But then I would think it might be those 50% have a connection with God, the Father. I'm not sure, can't prove it, but here goes. This one I'm going to say, I've said it before, but the fact that it says in the scriptures, which we know I've been twisted. So whatever I say, this is actually for me is more than an opinion. Take it for what it's worth, whether you disagree or not. I don't care. I mean, I care about you, but I don't care if you disagree or not. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, they say that, or it is so-called written, which the Bible was oral to begin with. So written, yeah, inspired by men of God, truth. Um, but absolute word meaning in depth, what everybody's going to get. Not always. That's why we're all digging for the truth, right? So, anyway, here goes my opinion. And this is just a grandma for telling you her opinion. So, my dog goes, ooh, she's sleeping, she's snoring, um, and can hear me talking. Well, anyway, when animals on this planet have childbirth, they all cry. I have not met a mama anybody that doesn't cry. And even a chick coming out of the egg is an agony. Um, there's nothing on this planet that doesn't put forth a certain amount of energy getting here that isn't painful. Every stage we go into learning what God needs us to know is going to be kind of a painful thing because it's some radical knowledge. Um, if you want to learn it, it's yours. It's yours. It's there at your access. I'm not saying everything I say is gospel, but what I am telling you is the truth. Um, Women do not suffer in childbirth. Maybe some do. You know, not everybody on this planet is fallen angel bloodline. Not everybody on this planet is guilty of sins, even if they've committed them, that were they were misled. Yeah, if you have remorse what you did, and you're not the kind of person that does dirty things and feels good about it, then you're not that bloodline. It's as simple as that. They're like, oh, and we're all from this. No, no, we aren't. Our flesh is all the same around this planet, but there's Christ inside of some, and some there isn't. And so back to the childbirth thing. And I've had a baby rip out of me. So I'm not saying, oh, there isn't pain in childbirth. I'm just saying it's not from our sins when we give birth that it hurts. There's not an animal in this world, a female animal, even a whale in the ocean, that doesn't cry giving birth, and they didn't sin. There's nothing there. When the Satanists want to push that man and woman, human man and woman, are at fault, like in the Garden of Eden. This is something I think people have to really, really search your hearts about. Truly search them. What's in your soul? Are you the kind of person that would jeopardize your family, or aren't you? Who's your soul? Now, if you know, like a man or a woman would take the bite of that apple and betray God or try to kill God's blood, then and you're not that, you're not that one. You're the other one. So that's all I'm saying. No matter what anybody says, well, like, one up, one down, one up, one down. What if heaven's down there and hell's up there? You know, don't listen to nobody but God in your heart. Hear the words and hear the scriptures, but be really, really leery about God might send you flinging out into left field, or right for that matter, you know. Um, Nobody can say absolutely anything they haven't experienced, you know. So, and I know that I've met women that should have had pain in childbirth and didn't. So it kind of seems kind of hokey right there. And I don't know what more could be said about it, but I think that men or women or children that are coerced into thinking that they or their blood did something wrong when they didn't. You should work in like a hospital or an animal hospital, or go visit uh, the nursery and see brand new moms with their newborn babies, and experience childbirth. Go to the Humane Society and watch cats and dogs giving birth. Watch a horse or a cow give birth. I bet watching an elephant is a trip and a half. And I bet you ain't gonna tell that female elephant she did sinful things and it hurts because of that. That's not why. Anything physical is a sacrifice of pain for anybody and everybody. So, if you want a family and you're a man and you lay with the woman, when you're working hard for that family, that's on you. That's your pains. And those are things that real men and women understand on this planet. The man doesn't put his woman in that position and talk to her. It is not her. It may have been some flesh bag back in the day, but if that's not her, that's not her. You know, Maybe a descendant. Doesn't matter. It's still not her. We're individual souls. You know, once God's got you, He's got you. He's not letting you go. I mean, if you're His, you're His. Period. That's just the way it is. Those are my opinions. They're strong opinions, but I'm real leery of Calvinistic and Zionistic churches. The Zionists are more Talmudian or Talmud of Israel type Jew, Nazism, Slavic back in the day, witchcraft type of stuff. And Calvinists are more, oh, I would say, kind of like the Muslim or Middle Eastern or the submissive, even Chinese submissive woman type and children type situation, or even uh, um, both of them having hidden natures within. Well, there's no church nowadays. You could never convince me that they're just a church, that God's sitting in that church, because it just isn't so. It even says it in the Bible. Satan's in the churches, God isn't. So you might feel like you're walking in there with God in your heart, but the bad vibe you're getting when you're there and when you leave, and the things that are implanted in you, you're better off listening to some um, individual person talking about scripture with you, two or more. That's your church. Uh, and if you like the person, there's a good start. I mean, you might like your pastors too, and I'm gonna tell you something. Boy, I've seen some smooth ones. Ugh. Well, I won't tell you. I mean, I could go into major experiences with every faith that I popped in and out of their temples and churches and synagogues and everything when I was a kid. That was one of my hobbies. So, oh, I was a goofy kid. I sat in a mosque. I've been in a Jewish temple. Um, It just said my battery's full. Give me a second, I'll unplug it. Yeah, if I get cut off, I did deep clean my phone, but that doesn't mean that it worked. So you never know. Um, so anyway, I checked out every major religion and other religions that weren't so major around the world, and other people's beliefs in every area I could that there is, because I wanted to make an informed decision of what I believe. And it's a good thing to see every culture. You don't have to grab onto everything they say and say, hey, this sounds like a fact, and then run with it. It's like, hey, that does make logical sense. Let's see where this goes. How does this correlate with the God of the Bible, the Word that was twisted? How do we write these twists that Christ rewrites the new book of truth? How do we get to the truth with Christ and for Christ? That's my goal. See, so, and the people I listen to, this is our goal. This is what we want for everybody. You know. So anyway, what a nice day it is. It's kind of cool, and down in the cities, they said it was going to be about, like 80, 85, and tomorrow's going to be way worse and really hot and humid and whatever, but it's only like, I think it's about 67 or maybe 70 now, it feels like, with the breeze. So it's really pretty nice. Excuse me. Cheers. Yeah, it was really funny. I have that injured outside kitty, but she was on the porch today, and Doug's kitty, or our kitty anyway. Because like I told Doug, if I was ever forced to go, I would not leave Bob here because he can't even fill up his food or water. I mean, he does nowadays clean his litter box, but there's a lot of times I just did everything, even with his dog, and it's like, no, I'm not doing this for people anymore. So I would take the cat with me. I told him, I give you visiting rights. You could talk to the cat, but you don't come and say nothing to me, that type of thing. So, and I said I moved close enough so you could visit him and let you sit in my house, talk to Bob, and then get the hell out. Or I get violent with you, or call the cops, you know. See, I'm not unreasonable. I did the same thing with my ex and my kids. He lived like 4 miles away, and that was somewhat of a nightmare. So, wow, can't believe sometimes we see things in people, or God puts us there for a reason. Why is it? It seems like really, really nice people have monsters overseeing them, and is it like we knew the trick and we were tricking the trick, or are some people actually just so fooled and deceived? And I think that is a lot of it too with some younger people. Man, these masters of persuasion and everything else, ugh, they're disgusting. Wow, I've seen it all. Almost. It's just one day I haven't seen yet, you know. Wow. But really, tell me, what do you think about that childbirth thing? I can prove it with words. I really can. I'll show you. Do you want me to? Do I have to take the time, or can you search your heart on that? Ask God on that. God did not make people to suffer. And it even says that in the Bible. But they pick apart different things. You can take one woman that did a sin and another woman that didn't. But if they mix the two and the two tales or whatever it was, be it like John or Jesus or Mary or Sarah or Rebecca, not everybody is the same. Or Mary Magdalene the whore, or Mary Magdalene, Christ's sister, or his mother. There were a lot of Marys in the land, and but anyway, mm, just consider what I'm saying. Yeah, my second child it hurt when I was born, but not like the first one, and that was intentionally trying to kill me type of thing. So mm, I had well, I don't know, maybe better care the second time, but I learned my lesson about some small Montana towns and the amount of witchcraft. There's two places that can thrive more than any is a giant city or a tiny town. You get medium ones and it's kind of obvious, especially if more good people outweigh the bad people. Then the bad people that are trying to run the show are really obvious to the people that live out in the country, kind of like the suburbs. But you get in the deep city and you don't see it as much. You're not as aware of it. And you get in tiny towns and you're like, well, you could be either totally fooled or totally screwed, you know, or in on it. I don't know. I guess I pick up on the evil of any place where I am. So yeah, I don't quite know where I was going with that, but I was watching a thing on the beliefs of and the witchcraft of the Czechoslovakian people and how they moved to Germany and Norway and even the Phoenician, like from the Greek blood, and how they moved around. And then which I got a little bit of Czech and I got German in me, and I'm like Swiss and Danish and English and Irish and Scottish and Polynesian and two kinds of Native American and let's see, what else? think I'm missing something. Like, I have so many bloodlines, I can literally connect myself to everybody and show you on a map how the people of different bloods moved around and where my bloodlines come from. It's really, really cool. I think God just made me like that on purpose. But yeah, I was going to write on a post, I'm such a mutt, I don't think I'm related to anybody, you know, or you know. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyhow, there might be, I don't know, no, everybody, I can really track it back to everybody. So you should see the maps and stuff that, like, Masons and Templars and different people. I know I have a few, some I would call true and Illuminati that are on my Facebook, and definitely for sure at least one, maybe two that watch my YouTube. So you know what I'm talking about. The real stuff and the real documents that when other people were telling things orally, you literally had the writing system that was more sophisticated um, than anything in the public eye, you know. So that which really isn't known, you know. I don't know. Can't prove anything if you can't prove it, right? But some of you know what I'm talking about. You know I'm not a liar, and it's going to come out one way or another. So, no, I really want to know what you think about that childbirth thing because I'm telling you, it's bullshit and it pisses me off. Shit like that. I mean, I don't get so pissed off that I'm gonna radically like rip somebody's head off or not. You know, I'm not like that. But you really won't shut me up because I'm passionate about. You don't tell me I'm dirty when I'm not dirty. I'll fucking go off on your ass. You know, doesn't work like that in my world. You know, it might in yours. Maybe you accept that shit, but I don't. I know some over there might be dirty, but that is not me. It's never been me like that, you know? So that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I haven't messed up and I don't have to repent on things, but I got a lot of self control in areas that other people don't display. And I'm really good at that, you know? And I hate liars. I tremendously hate them, you know? You might, I mean, if it's to save your life or the life of somebody else, perhaps that could be a forgivable thing, unless you're trying to save somebody that's dirty, and then in that case, you know. But if you are put in a certain weird predicament in your life or something, you know, that's between you and God and whoever you're helping, whatever. You know, that is a different thing, you know. So I just suggest anything I'm talking about, take it to God in prayer because it's not like I haven't. So I've had, and He answers me in my life with feelings and people and thoughts and dreams and visions, everything, all the time. You know, it's really true. I think you know it's true. I hope you know it's true. I know, and I am so happy. This is what blesses me the most in the whole world. I have friends that were on the verge of just like falling off the planet, you know, and I was able to catch them. I'm not talking people with cold hearts or nothing. I'm talking about sweethearts that nearly went crazy. So God has really blessed me with a group of people in my life that don't hurt people, you know, and that's a beautiful thing. I've not had a group of people in my life I love the internet. That's why I really do. You know, someday, and it's not gonna be in my lifetime, but for our children and our children's children, this will be a peaceful earth, you know. It will be. And no, monsters are not allowed. It will go on forever, but they will not be here. Their souls are going to be excommunicated. They were from heaven. They had a chance to just linger and leave people alone, but they didn't. They had underground cities. They had food, they had sunshine, water, everything they needed. And they were not supposed to touch the fruit. This is who we're talking about. We're talking about the satanic bloodline raping the Eve bloodline, and many people dying because of that, men, women, and children. So, you want to know what the true Knights Templars do? They hunt that bloodline down. That's what they do. So, yeah, my stomach just got a little sick because it's not a pleasant situation. I'm not happy about none of this shit, and I'm trying to help. I don't know what more I could say or do than to try my whole life to talk to people and never have nobody to talk to till I met Satan himself. You know, I mean, yeah, of course, the people that raised me knew what was up, you know, but if you can't trust your life with somebody, well, my dad didn't care because he believed in souls. But if you can't trust your life with people, why would you want to be around them? See, that's the thing we're living with on this planet. We don't want to be around them. And that's what's happening. And there are some that will make the decision to move on. And that's what they want to do. That's what they'll be doing forever. Just not around us. And not with any of the resources that God has given us. It's not like that. It doesn't work like that. They're not like us. And their blood's blood is not like us. Never has been, never will be. The only thing they do is latch onto somebody like us so they can act like them. See, now, if they go and be them all by themselves, they're going to be latching on each other or trying to the whole time. That's hell. That's what hell is. That's true hell. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about because I helped design the place. Well, actually, I made the place. Follow me. Here he had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. Well, anyway, why did that silly lamb follow her to school? That's just corny. You know? Should just let her go to school. Silly little lamb. It's like I was gonna tell a little sister, you never listened to me. I told you to stay put so you'd be safe. What the hell? Let the professionals take care of this. you know? Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to do what I'm doing and somebody else is going to do it when I'm gone, and I wish her the best luck because when you want to be me, have fun. That's all I can say. And whoever is your who, that's your problem. That's what you want, what you're going to get. That's all I got to say. Poor things. Comical things, aren't they? Anyway, and they do what they do. So I might be back tomorrow. I don't know. I'm gonna try and get out. I've got a machete, and I haven't used it yet. And I'm gonna try and go out and whack-a-mole. Try and I don't know, just try it out and see what's up. And I might watch a video first. I've used a machete a lot in the field doing field work. I'd cut corn out of the soybeans, but it makes so much, like if it was a 50 or a 80 acre field or whatever, you make so much per field, that type of thing. So, well, anyway, I had two of them sometimes, but I just usually one is cool. Two's cool too. Just walking down the row and getting the corn out of there. So anyway, that was sort of fun actually. And somebody stole my machete, my first one. So I had a couple of them before, but I mean one was specifically mine and one was my ex's, and then we had a spare one, kind of a mini one, and eh, yeah, it was kind of worthless. It was more like if maybe light bamboo or something, that type of thing. But we don't have bamboo in Minnesota, so well, I did have one growing, but I didn't get enough sun, and I had it for a couple years, and it croaked on me. So I do have some tropical plants, but they take some weird kind of care around here. I haven't been caring for them like I should. So it was if my oldest son was around, he used to love plants. I don't know that he'd even be able to take care of any. I don't know. I might just give him. I like if I move, I give people plants, and you know, and I tell them don't say thank you. It's an old wives' tale, but if you say thank you for a plant, not cut flowers, but it has to be alive. If you say thank you for that live plant, it will die. So I'll just tell people I can't tell you thank you because it really has died if I did, and they know if they know, you know. It's just kind of a belief, and you set it in your mind, and it depends on how much you really want to care for the plant, I think, from the beginning. So, yeah. Well, I'm gonna cut this off now. I need to say hello. There's a lot going on, and I'm just happy I have people that understand. I mean, you know, I know when we're around what I call monster to his face, but when people act like deviated or creepy or cruel or cold or whatever it is, it's like such an unnatural thing. It does get really, really hard and disheartening. See, but that's what they can't get me out. They'll never make me, even if I'm angry at God, who am I angry at? You cannot falter my faith, and Satan could never use that against me. It's like, nah, you get if this is between God and I, he'll calm me down, not you. Hit the road, Jack. you know. So that's just my attitude there. But I haven't been really angry with God for only a couple times. One time I was flipping furious, but that's another story. When it's concerning your kids, that's a whole nother story. But, not for myself, but kind of the pain for myself one time was excruciating, but not physical. Total heartache, heartbreak. Like your heart physically hurts. Be so careful with that. Fill it up with some sunshiny friends because it's the best you can do. For real. Even if they're just a little bit of sunshine, and you know that they're going to carry a lot of sunshine on their next round, that type of feeling. But if they don't have that sunshiny thing, don't give me your energy like that. I'm always pleasant and I'm always sweet, but I can always be real. Like you might not even want to know me. Not that I'm cruel. No, I'm just saying if you do something that is unbelievably nasty, the words that I'll say to you, I'll slice you into ribbons. Whatever it takes. Hopefully, it's just words. but I cannot guarantee. I won't. I won't. I told Doug that when I first met him too. Just beware. I'm not kidding. You know, I'm made for a certain thing, and that's to be a protector. So that's the way it is. I am me. So okay. Um, I love you. I love you all. Thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful weekend and week to come. I'll be on soon. I do have other topics I want to talk about, and I'm gonna check more into that natural substance I'm taking. It helps all kinds of things, so um, I'll let you know. Okay, peace. Talk to you soon.